Imagine waking up tomorrow with a fire in your soul and an unshakable sense of purpose. Picture yourself stepping into your day with clarity, energy, and a mindset that refuses to settle for mediocrity. What if I told you that the secret to this transformation isn't found in external events, coaches, or books, but in the simple questions you ask yourself the moment you open your eyes? Every morning you have a choice. You can drift through the day reacting to circumstances, letting life happen to you, or you can take control, command your focus, and ignite your potential. The questions you ask yourself set the stage for your beliefs, your emotions, and ultimately your results. They are the invisible hands sculpting your life. Today, we are going to explore 7 incredibly powerful questions that will rewire your mind, amplify your energy, and fuel your drive. These aren't just questions, they are catalysts. They challenge you to step up, to own your life, and to live with purpose and passion. By the time you finish today, you'll see that transformation isn't distant or complicated. It starts with curiosity, intention, and the courage to ask yourself the right questions every morning. Because here's the truth, your life is not determined by luck or circumstance. It's determined by the way you think, the questions you ask, and the decisions you make in these first precious moments of your day. And once you master that, nothing can stop you. If you want, I can also craft the full 7 questions speech, keeping it high energy and deeply actionable in this exact style, ready for a 5 to 7 minute delivery. This would naturally flow from this intro. The power of self-questioning is one of the most underestimated tools in shaping your life and determining your success. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, and every decision you make begins with the questions you ask yourself. When you start your day by asking intentional, powerful questions, you are not just reflecting, you are actively programming your mind for clarity, focus, and achievement. The questions you ask act like a spotlight on the areas of your life that need energy, attention, and direction. They guide your consciousness towards solutions, opportunities, and possibilities rather than letting you drift through the day reacting to whatever circumstances appear. For example, asking, "What am I excited about today?" immediately shifts your internal state from inertia or stress to anticipation and enthusiasm. Asking, "How can I contribute in a meaningful way?" refocuses your energy outward, connecting you to purpose and impact. These questions prime your mind to see challenges as opportunities and obstacles as stepping stones. The truth is, the quality of your life is a reflection of the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Mediocre questions produce mediocre results because they focus on limitations, excuses, or scarcity, while powerful questions open the door to innovation, courage, and progress. When you consistently ask yourself empowering questions each morning, you create a feedback loop of positivity, clarity, and momentum that carries you through every decision, interaction, and challenge. This practice is not just mental. It affects your physiology, your energy, and your emotional state. Your body responds to your mind, and your mind responds to your questions. By starting your day with questions that inspire growth, responsibility, and creativity, you are actively choosing the mindset you want to inhabit. This habit trains you to think proactively rather than reactively, to lead yourself rather than wait for direction, and to step into a state of readiness for whatever the day may bring. It is in this space of deliberate questioning that breakthroughs occur, innovation is sparked, and personal transformation becomes possible. The questions you ask yourself are invisible forces shaping your reality, silently steering your focus, guiding your actions, and determining your results in ways that most people never even consider. Clarity of purpose is the compass that guides every action, decision, and effort in your life. And without it, energy is scattered, focus is lost, and progress feels slow or inconsistent. Every morning presents a new opportunity to reconnect with why you are doing what you do, to align your actions with your bigger vision, and to ensure that the energy you invest is moving you toward meaningful outcomes rather than spinning you in circles. When you ask yourself questions like, "What is most important today?" or "Why does this matter to me?" you create a clear map for your thoughts and actions. Purpose acts like a lens that filters distractions, sharpens your focus, and provides a standard by which you measure your priorities. Without this clarity, it is easy to drift through life reacting to urgent matters, responding to external pressures, or succumbing to routines that do not serve your highest aspirations. Purpose gives energy and momentum a direction, turning even small actions into steps towards significant results. When you know exactly what you are committed to achieving, your choices become intentional, your decisions become easier, and your confidence rises because you are no longer guessing or wandering aimlessly. This sense of direction is not just mental, it changes the way your body responds to challenges, influencing your energy, your posture, and your presence. People with clarity of purpose approach life with focus and conviction, and this magnetic energy attracts opportunities, relationships, and resources that align with their mission. Asking yourself questions rooted in purpose every morning is like programming your internal GPS. It ensures that the effort you expend is aligned with your highest priorities and that your time, energy, and attention are invested wisely. It is the difference between being busy and being productive, between moving aimlessly and advancing strategically toward results that truly matter. Clarity of purpose fuels resilience because when obstacles arise, your why keeps you moving forward, reminding you of the bigger picture and helping you navigate setbacks with determination. It turns ordinary actions into extraordinary steps, creating a sense of momentum that builds on itself day after day and empowers you to operate with intention, precision, and impact. Ownership and responsibility are the cornerstones of personal power. And the moment you fully embrace them, you step into a life of control, freedom, and unstoppable momentum. Too many people go through life blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck for the results they experience. But true transformation only begins when you recognize that your life is a direct reflection of the choices you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate. Every morning presents a new opportunity to ask yourself, where am I taking full responsibility today? Or what can I do to improve this situation? These questions immediately shift your focus from external factors to the one thing you can control, yourself. When you take ownership, you stop waiting for permission for the perfect moment or for someone else to make things happen. Instead, you become the driving force behind your own success. Responsibility is not a burden, it is empowerment because it gives you authority over your life. The more you practice this, the more confident and capable you become because every challenge becomes a chance to exercise your influence rather than a reason to complain. Ownership strengthens resilience as you learn to face difficulties with a mindset of problem solving and proactive action, knowing that your results are in your hands. It forces you to examine your habits, decisions, and attitudes honestly and to recognize where change is needed in order to achieve the outcomes you desire. This is not about perfection. It is about accountability and relentless self-awareness, the commitment to assess your impact, and the courage to course correct when necessary. People who operate with ownership never feel like victims because they understand that setbacks are temporary and that each choice presents an opportunity to create momentum. By asking yourself empowering questions each morning, focus on responsibility, you prime your mind to seek solutions, take decisive action, and step confidently into challenges rather than avoiding them. This practice transforms excuses into strategies, hesitation into courage, and confusion into clarity. It builds a sense of self-trust that radiates in every area of life, influencing your career, relationships, health, and overall fulfillment. When you fully embrace responsibility, you no longer react to the world. You shape it, you drive it, and you become the architect of your destiny consistently, producing results that reflect your commitment, focus, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Gratitude and abundance are transformative forces that shape not just your mindset, but the entire trajectory of your life. And the moment you begin your day with questions focused on what you appreciate, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Most people start their mornings reacting to what is missing, focusing on scarcity, problems, or challenges, and as a result, their energy and attention are consumed by limitation rather than potential. By contrast, asking yourself, what am I grateful for today? Or what opportunities are available to me right now? Immediately shifts your awareness to the abundance that already exists in your life. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion, it is a signal to your brain that directs your focus toward positivity, growth, and solutions. When you consistently practice gratitude, your mind begins to scan your environment for more reasons to feel appreciative, which elevates your mood, increases resilience, and enhances creativity. Abundance is a state of mind that allows you to see opportunity where others see obstacles, to attract resources and relationships that align with your goals, and to maintain confidence even in challenging circumstances. The questions you ask each morning serve as a mental lens, highlighting the richness of life and the potential for growth, and by doing so, they create an energetic shift that influences every decision you make. Gratitude also strengthens emotional intelligence, improving your ability to respond rather than react, to lead with empathy, and to approach life with generosity rather than fear. When you combine gratitude with a sense of abundance, you stop measuring your life by what you lack and start creating a vision of what is possible. This mindset fuels persistence, motivates consistent action, and empowers you to overcome setbacks with grace because your focus is on solutions and opportunities rather than problems. People who operate from a place of gratitude and abundance are magnetic. They attract mentors, collaborators, and experiences that accelerate their growth and amplify their impact. Every day becomes a canvas of potential rather than a list of limitations, and the act of asking yourself empowering questions about appreciation and opportunity primes you to notice doors opening, possibilities emerging, and momentum building in ways that are often invisible to those who take life for granted. By embedding gratitude and abundance into the first moments of your day, you cultivate an internal compass that constantly points toward optimism, action, and the consistent creation of value, which in turn transforms ordinary routines into extraordinary outcomes. Commitment to action is the bridge between intention and results, and it is the point at which your thoughts, questions, and plans transform into tangible progress and measurable success. Asking yourself powerful questions each morning is only meaningful if it leads to deliberate, decisive action, because insight without movement has no impact on your life. When you ask, what am I going to do today to move closer to my goals? Or what bold steps can I take right now? You create a sense of urgency and accountability that propels you forward instead of allowing procrastination, doubt, or fear to stall your momentum. Commitment to action is the antidote to stagnation, and it requires discipline, clarity, and courage because it forces you to confront challenges, make decisions, and take responsibility for outcomes. The act of taking deliberate steps, even small ones, generates energy and momentum that grows exponentially, and every action you take builds confidence, competence, and a sense of achievement that fuels further effort. People who consistently act on their intentions develop a mindset of progress and possibility because they understand that results are not the product of luck, but of persistent effort applied in the right direction. Action transforms ideas into reality, turning dreams into measurable outcomes and obstacles into opportunities to innovate and grow. Each morning, the questions you ask yourself should ignite not just reflection, but movement, creating a natural alignment between thought and behavior, between vision and execution. Commitment to action also sharpens focus, as it forces you to prioritize what matters most and eliminate distractions or tasks that do not contribute to your ultimate goals. It empowers you to take ownership of your results, reinforces resilience because action often involves learning from mistakes, and builds momentum that propels you forward even when external circumstances are uncertain or challenging. Action is the test of your intentions. It is the tangible proof that you are serious about your growth, your purpose, and your potential. By embedding action-oriented questions into your morning routine, you transform your energy into output, your clarity into measurable steps, and your aspirations into reality. The habit of committing to action each day builds an unstoppable cycle of progress, achievement, and personal transformation, creating a life defined not by excuses or hesitation, but by deliberate choices, bold steps, and the relentless pursuit of meaningful results.